प्रधानमंत्री speech do the title of Endeavoring for New Heights. Get ready, start. I convey my best wishes to all of you on this auspicious occasion of Independence Day. Today, the country is brimming with self confidence. The country is scaling new heights by working extremely hard with a resolve to realize its dreams. Today's dawn has brought a new spirit, a new enthusiasm, a new zeal, and new energy with it. In our country, there is a Nilakurunji flower which blooms once every 12 years. This year, Nilakurunji is in full bloom on the hills of southern Nilgiri, like the Ashok Chakra under bracket the wheel of Ashoka. In the tricolor of our Independence Day, we are celebrating this festival of independence at a time when our daughters from the states of Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Manipur, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh have come back after circumnavigating the seven seas. They have returned after unfurling the tricolor in the seven seas, coloring waters with the hues of our tricolor. We are celebrating this festival of independence at a time when the Mount Everest has been conquered many times. Several brave hearts and many of our daughters have unfurled the tricolor atop the Mount Everest. However, during this festival of independence, I will remember our young tribal children from remote forest areas who have unfurled the tricolor on the Mount Everest, further enhancing its glory. The sessions of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha have concluded recently, and you would have seen that the proceedings were conducted in a very orderly manner and in a way they were entirely dedicated to the cause of society justice, displaying utmost sensitivity and alertness. Our parliament has made the social justice framework stronger to protect the interests of the weaker sections of society, by it a Dalit, a deprived or exploited person or woman. The demand to confer constitutional status on the OBC Commission had existed for years. This time, our parliament has accorded constitutional status to this commission, and in doing so has made an efforts to protect the interests of the backward and the most backward classes. Today we are celebrating the festival of independence at a time when news reports have brought in a new consciousness in the country. Today, every Indian living in any nook and corner of the world takes pride in the fact that India has become the sixth largest economic of the world. We are celebrating this Independence Day in a positive atmosphere amidst such a positive chain of events. Under the leadership of respected Bapu, lakhs of people sacrificed their lives and spent their youth in prisons to win freedom for our country. Many great revolutionaries embrace the gallows bravely. Today, on behalf of my countrymen, I pay homage to those brave freedom fighters and salute them from the bottom of my heart. Our soldiers and parliamentary forces laid down their lives to uphold the dignity of the tricolor that inspires us to hold our heads high through life and death. Our police forces served the country day and night to provide safety and security to the people from the ramparts of the Red Fort with the tricolor as a witness. I salute all the soldiers of the army and parliamentary forces and the police for their dedicated service, valor, and hard work. My best wishes are always with them. We are celebrating this festival of independence at a time when our daughters from the states of Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Manipur, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh have come back after circumnavigating the seven seas. They have returned after unfurling the tricolor in the seven seas, coloring waters with the hues of our tricolor. These days we are receiving the news of good rainfall as well as floods from different parts of the country. I want to reassure the people who have lost their loved ones and are in distress that the country is with them in their hour of crisis to help them overcome this difficult situation. I share the grief of those who have lost their near and dear ones in this natural calamity. The next year will mark 100 years of the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Our masses had sacrificed their lives for the country's freedom at a time when atrocities had crossed all limits. The Jallianwala Bagh incident reminds us of the sacrifices made by the brave-hearted men and women and is an inspiration to us. I salute all the brave people from the depths of my heart. Our freedom has come at a price under the leadership of Bapu and the revolutionaries. Many heroes, many satyagrahis, brave men and women and youth participated in the freedom struggle of the country. While striving for the country's freedom, they suffered imprisonment and spent the prime of their youth in jails. Yet they nurtured the dreams of a glorious India even through all the suffering. Many years ago, the national poet from Tamil Nadu, Subramaniam Bharati, translated his vision of the country into words. What was the dream that they envisioned after independence? Subramaniam Bharati said the India will show the way for the entire world of break free from every form of bondage. After independence, in order to realize the dreams of such great personalities, to meet the aspirations of freedom fighters, and to fulfill the hopes and expectations of the citizens of the country. India drafted an inclusive constitution under the leadership of respected Baba Saheb Ambedkar ji. This inclusive constitution is the harbinger of a resolve to build a new India. It has brought with it some responsibilities for us and has also set few boundaries on us. Our constitution has been guiding us in realizing our dreams by stating that every section of the society and every geographical part of India must get an equal opportunity to the quest to forge ahead. Stop.